Hi and welcome to Bonita's Kitchen, and thank you for joining us. What I'm going to be making today is a delicious recipe we put together called Rhubarb and Pineapple Chicken. Whether rhubarb is in season or out of season, we can't get enough of it. So I put together this recipe with rhubarb and pineapple mixed together, a beautiful sauce to put over your chicken and bake it in the oven. Now this is a tasty recipe, so if that interests you, stick around and let's get started. So now what I'm cooking with here today is chicken breasts, boneless, skinless, but you could use any type of chicken that you like eating. What we're going to do first, we're going to drizzle some olive oil into a pan of choice. Of course, you can use a roaster, you can use a casserole dish, a baking pan, it doesn't matter. We're going to put in there a small chopped onion. You could have it diced, you could cut it in rings, it doesn't matter. And now we're going to top it with our chicken. So you're just going to place your chicken down on the onions. Now you could use 3-4 pieces, or you could use as many as you're going to be cooking for, really, and in the size of pan you like to use it in. So that's all you need to do there. Now we're going to get ready to make that delicious rhubarb and pineapple sauce. So what we're going to be using here is 3 cups of diced rhubarb. You could use fresh or frozen. I think here I don't cut mine 3 times, 4 times a year, but most people do, because as you pick your rhubarb, it keeps on growing. I'm going to be putting in there 2 cups of chunks of pineapple. I'll get that one now in a second. A teaspoonful. It's pretty humid here today, eh, Raymond? Mm-hmm. Yeah. If we don't have rain, we got the humidity. We got 1 teaspoonful of onion powder. We got about a teaspoonful of sea salt, or salt of choice. 1/4 teaspoonful of black pepper. 1/4 cup of brown sugar, and 1 tablespoonful of cornstarch. I'm going to be putting in there as well 1 cup of chicken broth or stock, and I'm going to mix it all together. So after you've stirred it all together, we're going to be putting it on the stovetop on a medium heat. Let it cook 5 to 10 minutes, just till it starts to stew, and I'll show you what that looks like. And then we'll get into the next step to make this delicious recipe. So when you put the saucepan on the medium heat, wait until it starts to boil like this, and then clock in your 5 to 10 minutes till you start to see the rhubarb breaking down and starting to stew. And I'll show you what that looks like after. When you see that the rhubarb is stewed like this, it's done. You could remove it from the heat. So at this stage, as you can see, you can taste it to see if it's the consistency you want. Do you want a little more sweeter? Did you want a little more savory with some more spice? But right now this is delicious for me. What we're going to do is pour all of this delicious sauce over and under the chicken. Now, if you're cooking this in a roaster with a lid, you put the lid on now, and if not, you can put a piece of parchment paper over the top and put it in. Well, I'll tell you how long to put it in for. So you'll put it in a 375 preheated oven, 375 degrees Fahrenheit. And put it in there anywhere from 30 to 45 minutes, or depending on how much chicken you're wanting to cook and how long you like to leave it in there, just until it's baked. So part ways through, maybe 5-10 minutes, you can take the foil wrap off or the lid and just let it continue baking. I'll show you what mine looks like when it's baked. Our rhubarb pineapple chicken is baked. I can't wait to to take up some and show you what it looks like. Delicious. Now just look at this delicious chicken breast there with the rhubarb that's stewed with pineapples, and I'm going to serve it here today with some steamed rice and some vegetables. Delish. And just top it with a little bit of green onion there just to fancy it up, and I'm going to cut into it. Oh my, just look at this delicious chicken. So good. I just can't wait to have a taste, and I know you're over there waiting for yours, Raymond.
I'm always ready over on this side, buddy.
Drop the fork, delicious. Oh my goodie. The flavor of that rhubarb just going all the ways through. Plus, having the pineapple mixed with it and like a little bit tart, but it got the sweetness of the brown sugar. 2 thumbs up. I can't wait for you to try my recipe. Play with it a little if you like. Paired with a glass of white wine or a beverage of choice. So if you enjoyed our recipe here today, we're going to leave it for you at the bottom of this video. We'll also share it with you on our website, www.bonitaskitchen.com, and on our Facebook page. You can also send us a message on our email at bonitakitchen@gmail.com, and we would love to hear from you. And again, if you can't find that recipe there, we can send it to you. And of course, you could use the chicken of choice. I'm using today that delicious boneless, skinless chicken breast, but this would work perfectly with chicken thighs, legs, or wings. So, thank each and every one of you for joining us today. We know your time is precious, and we thank each and every one of you for spending a little bit of it with us. So on behalf of myself, Raymond, and our team here at Bonita's Kitchen, we thank each and every one of you for joining us from our kitchen to yours. You have a wonderful day. Hi, Bonita here from Bonita's Kitchen. If you're visiting Newfoundland and Labrador, don't forget to check out the beautiful city of St. John's and Signal Hill. And don't forget to join us again on Bonita's Kitchen.
Join us by the sea, a journey in culinary, always an open door. Bonita's Kitchen to yours. Bonita's Kitchen to yours.